first, let me just say this. I think Temple is really, really good. I think Fran Dunphy is one of the best coaches in the business, without question. He's one of the best coaches in the business. Their teams are so sound fundamentally. Whether he was at Penn or he was here, he's one of the best. And on top of that, he's one of the best people in the business, too. Just what a tremendous person. I think Temple's got a great basketball team, not a good team, a great team. I know they've lost a couple games close. I mean, this game was close. You know, towards the end, we hit a couple shots, but they're really good, Temple. I mean, those guards are excellent, excellent. And we were very fortunate and grateful to come out of here with a win against a very, very well-coached, well-disciplined, very good basketball Temple team. And so we were, we're happy about that. It wasn't easy coming off of a big, first of all, tough loss on last Saturday to Cincinnati at home. And of course, when that happens in Memphis, the earth is flat. So we had 3-4 days to get it right. Thursday, we had a very good win at Louisville against a great Louisville team. And then, we had a late travel yesterday. We didn't get until 11:30, midnight. And to come back and bounce back and be able to get a win was important for us. So, again, it was a great win. I thought Shaq Goodwin was really good. I was proud of the guys, 21 assists on 30 made field goals. We did a good job on the glass. If I'm not mistaken, I think we've out-rebounded every opponent so far in league play, which has been good. We've stepped up, made some free throws when we needed to, and Chris Crawford had a great stat line, so just a high-level win for the Tigers. I never take them for granted. So anyone that doesn't, since we'll be in the conference together, I never take a win for granted, ever. They're hard to get. I don't care if it's an exhibition team. I don't care if I'm in practice and I got one team playing against the other. I don't take it for granted because I understand how hard it is. So.
You jump out 11-2 and then things get a little lax defensively. What happened there?
I don't think we got lax. I just think Temple's really good. I mean, the kid, Dalton Pepper is a stud. Quentin DeCosy's a stud. I think Cummings is really good. I know he's probably a little banged up from the game on Thursday. Their perimeter players are really, really good. I mean, and their bigs are good. They got a really good team. So I don't think it had anything to do with us more than them. That it's just them. That they're just a really good club.
They were up 3, and in your ball movement seemed to get really good. You hit 3 straight 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Is that something that you mentioned?
Yeah, well, in this first half, I told our guys, I said we got to get to the second, third side, and I felt we were living and dying a little bit by the threes. I got on Joe Jackson at half, said, Joe, we need you to step up, and I thought he had a much better second half, and he really came through for us, especially on the defensive end. When you make some threes, when you make shots, you make threes, it makes coach look good. When you don't make shots, it doesn't make coach look good. So it was pretty that simple, and that's kind of what happened. We didn't make some threes early when we had some open looks, and Temple converted and took advantage, and then in the second half we were able to make some shots through our defense. But to have 21 assists on 30 made field goals is important.
In that second half stretch, Dixon had 2 threes and he had 3 assists. Can you just talk about his play today, but specifically during that?
Yeah, no, Dixon had a stretch there that really got us going. I was proud of Mike. He had a good trip this trip. I thought. He had 4. He was 2 of 4 versus Louisville, but it was his best game since he's been here with me. I thought he just really moved the ball, did a good job on Thursday versus Louisville, and then I thought he was pretty good for the most part here tonight, this afternoon. So proud of him and proud of all the guys. Everyone contributed. Everyone came in and gave us good minutes.
It looked like you were getting on Joe a little bit right in the half as opposed to sounding for not being out on the 3 and then the second half.
No, I just got on Joe. It wasn't about I just told Joe we need him. He's an X factor. Yeah, he's an X factor for us. I mean, we need Joe. We count on him. I mean, he's going to play 35 to 40 minutes a game. So we need him. We need him to be at a high level every single time he steps on the floor, and that just means with energy and defense and 50-50 balls. And I felt that first half he didn't have that energy, and then the second half it was back to the old Joe. So it was more about that. But sometimes Joe needs that. He needs to almost get a little bit of just be mad at something for him to snap out of it, and I just kind of wanted to get him going, and because in order for us to win the game, I felt we're going to need Joe to get going.
You have a lot of Philly roots. Did it mean something to come in town?
Yeah, great. Well, my dad's from Philly, my mom's from New Jersey, my grandparents were here, my uncles, aunts, uncles. I mean, everyone was here. I had 40 people. I had 40 tickets today. In fact, The university, I bought 32 out of my own pocket, so so I gave good business to the university. But yeah, make sure that I get credit for that. But so it was important, just in the fact that I had all the grandparents there, and it makes it easier after a win to talk to them all, outside there. But my grandfather is 95. Actually on February 8th, he's 94 and doesn't take one thing of medicine, so not one pill or anything. So which is good. But he also wasn't a coach, so I don't know if I can. I hope to be able to get to that long. But in fact, my father was the ball boy for the 76ers for many years, and he and Wilt Chamberlain were very close. And he used to be with the ball boy, and anytime they played the Celtics, the Sixers, and he would be on the road, all his classmates would always see him on TV because he'd be on the floor sweeping the eggs. And Wilt Chamberlain always felt somebody was trying to get him on timeouts with assassination through drinking, and he drank 7-Up or Sprite, one of the two, and my dad always had to taste it before Wilt. He made my father drink it before Wilt would taste it to make sure that my dad didn't conk out. But Wilt took care of my father. They always went around, like my dad said, he never had a front seat. Wilt sat in the back when he was driving because his legs were so long. And in fact, my father and his father taped the game reel to reel in the second quarter when it was in Hershey, Pennsylvania, in the 100-point game, starting when he had like 30-something. They thought it was going to be a special night. They gave it to Wilt, the 100-point game, and Wilt gave it back to my dad's dad. To my dad's dad, they gave it back to him, and he gave it to him, boxed it up, and he's still trying to. He's got all kinds of boxes, and he doesn't know if he lost it. He's trying to find the sucker, but they taped it reel to reel and gave it to Wilt, and Wilt gave it back to him, the 100-point game, and he's got jerseys of Wilt, he's got pictures and everything else. In fact, my grandfather, he's deceased now. The one that's out there now is they got remarried, but the deceased one, my dad's official dad, died. He was a season ticket holder for the Eagles, and he actually died in his seat. He didn't miss a game but 2 times, one time in the Army and another time he was sick, but he died in his seat, had a heart attack. My dad and I were watching the game, the Eagles versus the Cowboys in Philly. It was in Philly. We were at home watching the game. He got a call while I was sitting next to him that his dad had died, heart attack in the game, died in his seat. And the Eagles actually have a name on that seat because he was a 40-some-odd year season ticket holder and only missed 2 games in his career. So our roots go way back. I mean, Mike Schmidt, I can remember, I can go on and on about Philly sports. What's that?
What year did
That was in the late 90s. Late 90s, yeah. Late 90s. So anyway, I can go on and on. I love Philly fans are great. Sports here are great. Temple basketball, I know the history here. And we were just very grateful and fortunate to be able to get a win.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.